Happy Monday, everyone, and welcome to Mondays with Meg. This is your chance to send me your questions via Twitter, Facebook, email, and I will answer them here every Monday on my YouTube channel. Make sure, though, that you hit subscribe on my channel so that you can get all the updates as soon as they come out. The first question that I got this week, and I got a lot of good ones, but the first one I want to talk about is how do I stay motivated to eat the right things all of the time? And I promised that I was going to be honest. So I have to be honest and tell you I don't eat the right things all of the time. I just set myself up for success. So I weigh, measure, package, and plan all of my meals a week ahead of time. I have a weekly meal planner, and I know exactly what I'm going to eat for breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, and dinner. That way, there's no crazy guessing or trying to pick something up on the way home or pick something up at work. And I know I'm not going to get hungry, which is a time that you're going to give in to temptation because you just want to have something. It's also important to make sure you build in a high calorie day. That way you ensure that you're allowing yourself some of those little treats that you wouldn't normally, and then you don't feel like you're sacrificing anything and you're not going to overindulge later. So that's extremely important. I think once you start to see results from having a more structured nutrition program, that's also going to motivate you to stay on track. But I think an important thing to remember is when you do eat something that maybe is not in your plan, or you overindulge, or you have a moment that you just feel completely out of control like we all do, that you don't beat yourself up over it, you don't throw in the towel, you just move more and move on. That's it. Every day we wake up and we get a chance to start again. And you can start your day over at any time. So just remember that. We're only human. These things happen. Be prepared, though. I know last Christmas, I started my weight loss journey in December, so I went to many a holiday party with bags of broccoli. And although I would much rather have had cakes and cookies and things like that, I had a goal in my mind, and I was motivated, and I wanted to reach that goal, so I made that commitment. And that's all you really need to do. The next question that I received had to do with my workout routines and how has the ratio of strength training versus cardio changed throughout my journey. And to be honest with you, this strength training cardio ratio really shouldn't change if you're working a balanced program. You should incorporate at least 3 days a week of strength training into your workout program. I follow a 6-day-a-week training program and have consistently since I started. I have not consistently done 3 days a week of strength training from the very beginning, and I wish that I had, because the benefits of strength training are immense. You strengthen your bones, you build muscle, you burn fat faster, you burn, your metabolism shoots through the roof, and you're burning all day long even when you're not moving, as opposed to cardio where you just get the burn while you're doing it. So I'll get off my soapbox, but if I have any advice for you, I'd like to say please strength train at least 3 times a week. I would say since finding Chalene Extreme, that's really been the kicker to me staying on a consistent program of strength training 3 times a week. And now that I'm doing Insanity, that has strength training built in. So all of the moves are dynamic cardio and strength training using your own body weight. So I'm doing a lot more of that. The other part of that question, which I think is a great segue, is how once I reach my goal weight, will my workout schedule change? I would say the goal weight was kind of a difficult thing for me. One of my first goals was to be under 200 pounds, and then the next goal that I had after that, I think, was to be in a single-digit clothes size, and then it was to lose 100 pounds in a year. And what I struggled with each time I set these goals would be, what do I do when it's over? So you can't think of your goals or even your goal weight as a finish line. Like, the goal's over and now I'm going to sit on the couch every day because I already reached my goal. That's really not going to work out. So what I do now is I make sure that my goals are always evolving and that I'm always on a new journey. As I started losing weight, my body became more fit and more conditioned so I could do different things. So my workout schedule has changed in the sense that I don't have to work out as long. In the beginning, I was doing on some days 3 hours of cardio so that I could create that deficit of burning more than I consumed to get those 3 pounds of weight loss a week. Now, when I'm not trying to lose that much and I'm just trying to maintain or build muscle, I'm obviously going to change what the deficit's going to be. So whether that be adding more nutrition or fuel, like adding more protein to my diet when I'm strength training more, or working out less but at a higher intensity. So that's kind of what I'm doing now, is working out shorter bursts of time but at a much higher intensity. So with the Insanity program, which I am in love with, I am doing 6 days a week of interval training, and it's like all out, but it's no more than 45 minutes to an hour at a time. We're just doing this crazy workout. I have to eat a lot more to fuel my body through these workouts, but I'm still losing weight and building muscle and losing inches. So that's how that's really changing. And I think part of the beauty of it and how my workout schedule has changed is, in the beginning, the workouts were what I had to do to lose the weight. It was about, what do I have to do to make this deficit? And now it's, what do I want to do? In what ways do I want to challenge myself? What types of exercises do I want to get better at? What type of results do I want to see? And the workouts are my stress relief. They're my fun time. They're my pleasure, so it's not a chore anymore. So I hope that answered your question. And the last thing that I want to talk about has to do with how your relationships change throughout your weight loss journey. A lot of you have sent me letters and messages about your marital relationships, how that's changed, struggling with having a supportive partner or support system at home. I've been with my husband for almost 13 years now, and he's been with me at my heaviest and my smallest. So that relationship has definitely gone through a lot of changes. I would say that the important thing to do in any relationship is to make sure that you keep those lines of communication open. It's important to work on the relationship. A lot of times in the beginning for me, it was really hard for me to have a balance. I was just working out, I was focused, I wasn't taking the time that I needed to spend on my marriage or my family. So that's important, not to forget that balance of ensuring that you're spending time at home too and with your partner. And when you do that and you share your goals with your partner and you can find some common ground, you'll find that you have a much more satisfying relationship because you're both working together towards something, not you're trying to do something or be everywhere for everybody. The other thing that has really changed for me is I've always been very outgoing, but I've never really experienced as many close relationships as I have since making this change. One of my best friends, her name is Winnie, and she's here, but she will not be in the video. I already asked her, but she said no. She worked with me, and I met her at Target, and one day, and this was when I was like 240 pounds, she asked me to be her workout buddy, and I was completely in shock. I couldn't believe she would want me to be her workout buddy. And I've asked her about that, and she said she thought I would make it fun. So we have sweat together for the past year, and it's been the most amazing experience to have a close relationship with somebody that I never imagined that I could have. I've never had a friend that I relied on so much as I do her, and a lot of times, there were times that I wanted to quit, that I didn't want to do it, and you have your coach, you have your trainer, you have your person that you that's counting on you, that's helping you make your plan, that's keeping you motivated. But when you have a workout buddy or a friend that's on this journey right next to you, that's with you, you better show up. You've got to show up for them, and you won't let them down. And that's been one of the most rewarding relationships that I just feel completely blessed to have. So, I definitely suggest going out there and, finding somebody that you can share this with, because it will help keep you motivated. And making sure that you're being appropriately selfish is what I'm going to call it. So as much as we want to just focus on one goal or focus on one thing, it's important to have balance in your life. It's important to listen to your spouse, listen to your partner, take time for them. My husband and I have a date night. We have one day a week that's our special day, and nothing will get in the way of that. We both take the day off of work every week. We spend time together. It's really important. You need to work on your relationships, because you'll see as you go through your journey, you change. You go through a lot emotionally, more so than I think I could have ever been prepared for. And if you don't have a support system or someone to talk to about that, that could definitely negatively impact your journey and your relationship. So that was Mondays with Meg. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you have any other questions, please shoot me. You can find me on Facebook. You can shoot me a comment on my YouTube channel. I'm also on Twitter, so all that information's here on my channel. And I look forward to sitting and chatting with you next Monday while I will answer more of your questions.